Welcome back to our rifle bipod review series, and in this video we are looking at the Spartan Precision Javelin Bipod. We've got actually two models here, the Javlin Pro Hunt and the Pro Hunt Tac. We have two different leg models. We're going to show you the differences there and how they function and operate. If you didn't see our first video, we went over some of the generic differences between these 6 bipods that we're talking about here in this series. Which ones might be best for you or fit your style of hunting best. So go check that out. I'll put a link to that down in the description and a card up here for you so you can check that out if you'd like. As always, we really appreciate it if you check out our social media accounts and give us a follow over there. And check out our website, backwoodsPursuit.com, and a ton of other gear reviews over there that might interest you. Let's dive into this Spartan Precision Javelin Bipod review. Now, the Spartan Precision Javelin Bipod here, this is a unique bipod and different than anything else that we've looked at here in this series, simply for the fact that it is built and designed to come off of your rifle. It's a magnetic attachment point there, and really it's designed and meant to be collapsed just like that, and then it put either in your pack or in your pocket, something like that. It's nice and compact so that you're not carrying around your bipod attached to your rifle at all times. Some people love that, some people don't. So it just depends on your preferences. Some people like to have that bipod always there so you don't dump your pack and forget it's there and then go to sneak up on an animal and forget that you left your bipod in your pack. I can see that. At the same time, you rarely need your bipod. It's just for a couple of minutes when you're making a shot out in the field. So why have it attached to your rifle at all times? If that's more your mentality, then this is absolutely perfect for you. It's a magnetic attachment there. One of the cool things about the way this attaches is if you attach it one way here with the little lever pointing away from the stock, it allows you to track really well, nice and smooth. So if you're tracking a target or an animal, it allows you to do that. Now if you flip that around like this and put the lever towards you like that, then it locks that in place so you don't have, I mean, you can still track, but the whole thing is going to slide on. You can see there's not that ability to track. Now there's just a little bit in there, so you can do a little bit. It's not completely locked into place, but there's just a tab that stops that from tracking when you have it set this way. So it's pretty cool that way in that you've got the options there. Now the attachment point here, this is a Boyd's @1 stock, @1 thumb hole. And the nice thing about the Boyd's is they've come with 2 of these sling studs that are built into the stocks. This attaches via a sling stud, and the way that works is you've got this attachment point right here, which is, by the way, it's something that you can attach to other Spartan Precision products like their tripod head. So you can use this if you've got this on your rifle to attach it to a tripod. If you've got their Devro's head, and you put that right on there, same way you would right here, and then you're shooting off of a tripod. So awesome universal system that way. You can also use that Devro's head for a spotting scope or binoculars, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of uses for that, not just with this bipod setup. Now the way that this attaches to your rifle, you can see there's a screw right down in there, and all you do is pull out one of your, or if you have 2 or 1, just pull out your sling stud there and screw that, pick the screw. They give you a bunch of sizes of screws, pick which one is the right length, put that in there, and there's a couple of rubber pieces here. You've matched the size to your stock and you're ready to go. Real quick and easy attachment point. And it is nice that you have the ability to attach your sling to the back of this piece right here. This is an attachment piece that they give you. That way you're not scrambling to find a way to attach your sling. So well thought out that way also. I really like that. Now on the legs, the differences here between the Tac legs and this is the Pro Hunt Tac legs, and I've also got the Pro Hunt Javelin legs here. The Javelin legs are of course, they're interchangeable, so you can just unscrew those ones and put these on there, or vice versa. These are a twist lock style, so they're going to twist into place, and there's no notches here for 1-inch increments or whatnot. It's just an infinite amount as far as within that adjustment range. You're not locked into a particular 1-inch or half-inch grooves or whatnot. So you have more adjustability that way, more fine tuning if you want that. So that's nice that way. The downside that I found to these is that to deploy them, you can, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but if you just grab that and unscrew it, and it'll unscrew and it'll loosen that for you so you can extend it. And then a lot of times it will lock just like it did right there, but sometimes I had it to where you go like this and it would just spin, like now right now it just spins and spins. So you kind of have to grab the bottom part with with your pinky or whatnot to really make that work the way that it should. Not a big deal. You kind of get the hang of it real quick. Just grab it, loosen it, and tighten it like that. Real nice and easy that way. The other thing about this, these Javelin legs, is they are lighter than the Tac legs. This setup with the Javelin legs is 6.3 ounces, so it's super lightweight. One of the lightest out there. I think their standard Javelin, not the Pro Hunt, is even lighter than that. If you go with the Tac legs, it goes up to 7.3 ounces, I believe, maybe 7.6. Look at my, yeah, 7.6 ounces actually. So you add a little more than an ounce going with the Tac legs. Now, the Tac legs are different, and to me they're a little bit easier to deploy. You can grab them and just pull on them and you're deployed. And you do have these little, looks like 1/4 inch increments here. So you have plenty of adjustment there, and it's spring loaded right here with this little lever. So you push that down and you can find wherever you want and lock that in place. And it's real nice that way, really easy, really quick. So it's a little bit easier to deploy if you're in a situation where you need to get set up really quickly. Just pull those out real quick and you're down and ready to go. So that's kind of a nice feature, and it's a little bit easier to get deployed rather than a twist lock style. Personal preference there. I liked the Tac legs a little bit better personally. So that is one of the differences. And again, the other, it's a small difference, but the Tac legs, when you have the Tac on here, it's not quite as tall. So it goes from, let me check my specs here. We've got 7.2 inches to 9.6 with the Pro Hunt legs, and with the Tac legs we've got 7 inches to 9.1, so you lose about 1/2 inch there with the Tac legs. So you get more ease of function and use, I think, but you do lose a little bit of height and add a little bit of weight. Now, regardless of which leg you go with, you can pull the little rubber piece off here if you need a little extra grip. Both of them are set up like that. So if you really need to dig into the ground there, that's a great option that way, or the rubber legs just stay right on there really nicely. If you are looking at building an ultralight style rifle, this is definitely one to consider because you really do save a lot of weight. It's not bulky at all, so it really fits in your pocket nice and easily. Or if you want to leave it on there, you could. I probably wouldn't, just because it does stick out a bit, and it's not really designed to stay on the rifle. They specifically designed this to come off your rifle when you're not using it. So that's the design here. So this is the type of bipod here. I wouldn't say it's not as solid as something like the Atlas that we just looked at here earlier. It's still a very solid tripod though. There's not as much need to load it as, say, the Magpul, but you do have the need to, I would say, go ahead and load this. There's just you can see a little bit of a movement there, so you want to go ahead and load that when you're getting ready to shoot. And I'll show you that here in this video. Now, let's run down to the range. I'm going to shoot this a few times down at the range so you can see what this looks like when it's being fired. Now, as you can see here, this reacts really well to a rifle round going through it. It's really a solid bipod. There's no excessive jump or whatnot. It really does a nice job of keeping you where you need to be and getting you back on target with your rifle. Does a really good job that way. This is really one of those bipods that is designed for a specific purpose. If it fits your purpose, you are going to love this thing. It's lightweight. It's for the backcountry hunter. It's to be taken off your rifle if you hate having a bipod on your rifle at all times. If that's you, definitely give this a look. You're going to save some weight and some bulk with this thing. It's awesome, awesome bipod. So go check that out if you would like. Make sure you stick around for the next video in this series. We're going to look at another bipod here and see if that one is, something that you might be interested in as well. So thanks for joining us here today. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.